There's that look in your eyes. I can see that your feelings are driving you wild. Oh, but do you only your time? But I can dance with you, honey, if you think it's funny. Does your mother know that you're out? Take it easy. Better slow down, girl. That's no way to go. Does your mother know? This is an ABBA song. I woke up this morning and I chose ABBA. Good morning. Welcome to your day. Happy Monday, if that applies. Sometimes it just don't. It's Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show where we start off our day with a little bit of gratitude that goes a very long way. It's overcast, so no planet Venus. No amazing, beautiful sunrise. Plus, the further we get from June 21st, the less and less glorious sunrises we get as we get closer and closer to fall and winter. Ooh. How are you doing today? How was your weekend? Did you have a good one? I hope you did. I had a pleasant, relaxing, and productive weekend. Just my style. Saturday, for Wes is Thinking Critical, he overbooked the show. So I was asked to, hey, wait in the wings. And when Perch is done, because he's got to bounce early, you step in for the second half. But Perch ended up having, more time to hang out, which is better for the show too. So it's like, I don't mind. Fucking Perch. I'd rather be on the show with Perch. But the show was about the Superman movie that premiered this weekend. And guess what? I didn't see it. So, they had a really robust show with people who actually saw the movie. And what I'm going to do, be the peanut gallery, Sadler and Waldorf, oh, ho, ho, ho. From the balcony here. No, that was fine. I'll be on next week, God willing, or Wes willing, more like it's his show. And I'm just grateful and blessed to have a place at that table. And then I did my show yesterday, and I had my Superman anti-review full of spoilers. I already got 111 views on that. That's really awesome for my little channel and my little show. Yay. And I'm blessed and grateful for everyone that shows up. Lane, Dwayne, AL, JK, Mark Howd, James, Mo, everyone. And if I'm missing a name or two here, sorry. It's first thing in the morning. You got to have a little bit of forgiveness in your heart. It's 4:50 a.m. That's 10 minutes before the big hour of 5 o'clock. It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, yet it's 96% humid. Highs today in the low 80s. That's your weather report from Boston, Massachusetts, hub of the multiverse. Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, third stone from the sun, in the Sol system, nestled in the outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy, found in our local group of galaxies, inside the Virgo cluster of galaxies, inside the even grander structure called the Laniakea supercluster of galaxies, nestled in the known universe, which could even be one tile in a mosaic of the yet-to-be unplumbed, unrealized, unmeasured, unquestioned multiverse of all possibilities. That's right. And if this is Live and Learn, we start off our day with gratitude here on the show and in my life. And I want to pay that forward because it really helped me out. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, and the chronic lonelies, and I have all my life. And this gratitude list has been the best thing for it. It has given me so much traction on my self-talk and on the churn of my mind that's only human. And it literally made me count my blessings, which had this unexpected result of giving me perspective. I literally had evidence. I could rationalize and be like, listen, you have more things to be grateful for and more things to be happy about than you do to be miserable about. Make your choice, human being. You had 15 things to be grateful for this morning. You had 16 yesterday. You had 12 this day last week. Things are not as bad as your self-talk is trying to tell you they are. That churn of your mind. And it's great. And I would really suggest it to anyone like me who overthinks, who overreacts, who has, trouble running their anger. Now my self-talk is a better place. It asks me questions like, so how is this helping, Sully? And says things to me like, you got to run your anger or your anger will run you. You got to run your day or your day will run you. These are all a result of adopting the gratitude list over the past 5 years. Plus, it'll be going on 6 years. Well, and it's been 5.5 years. Let's overstretch it. So, I started off the gratitude list with what I call the foundation method. The patented Sully Foundation method. Patent pending. Where I repeat the same things over and over again for content's sake. No, it's to develop a mental, emotional, and a spiritual muscle memory to be strong enough, to have the fortitude to be able to, to carry this out. Oh, here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. Bus, 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 bus. Here comes the bus. And I say, I got my coffee. It's on here digitally. It's an RFID card. I get a monthly pass. $90 for a monthly pass. Semi-unlimited use of the subway and bus systems. And metropolitan area of the commuter train. So, I start off my day with the gratitude list. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man my age, my sobriety, in whatever form that takes. Whether it's highs and lows, it's peaks and valleys, and it's wins and losses. It's the road that I'm on. I'm not completely conquered it yet, but that's my intentions. And also, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. And most of all, I am grateful for the military, the U.S. military, for providing those freedoms, for defending our borders, our way of life, our culture, the American way, the American dream. So to all the active service people, thank you. To all the veterans, thank you. And especially to those who paid the ultimate price and sacrificed their lives and in their service. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I am a humble and grateful civilian. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's just 11 things to be grateful for. I roll out of bed, and I already have 11 things to be grateful for. And guess our friend's not here today. Look, neither lady is here. I hope they have a good night's sleep, and I hope they had a good weekend. Yeah, so let's go back to sobriety for a second. I had 8 cans of beer, Miller Lite, 12-ounce Miller Lights in my fridge, left over from 4th of July weekend. I got a 30-pack. I was asking for it. I thank you so very much, sir.
You are very welcome. Hey, you have a great day.
I will. You too. Drive safe and God bless. Cheers.
Thank you.
Awesome. 3 cheers for the bus driver, the bus driver, the bus driver. 3 cheers for the bus driver. We love him so much. He pushes the clutch and the toilet goes flush. 3 cheers. Oh, shut up, Sully. Okay. Oh, wow. My spandex undies are crushing my junk. Well, lose some fucking weight, Fetsy. That's still on the list. Oh, yeah, so sobriety. Yeah, so Friday, I get home from work and I'm like, you know, let me do something about that delicious ice cold beer that's living in my fridge. Because if it's not in there, I won't be tempted. So I drank them, yeah. And it was just enough to get that nice buzz. But let me tell you, I got a little tipsy. Now, I didn't text any ex-girlfriends. I didn't, I didn't do anything embarrassing. I didn't make any tweets or I didn't make any YouTube videos or anything. But what I did do, it was Prime weekend on Amazon. So there's huge sales. I am a cinemaphile. I love movies. I also love physical media, Blu-rays, DVDs, 4K. I got an Ultra 4K player. So there's a brand of DVDs, of home video. It's called the Criterion Collection, and they're the best. They have so many extras and documentaries and commentaries, and especially for old movies and foreign language movies. And I'm a huge fan of some Russian movies and especially Japanese movies, Kurosawa movies in particular, samurai stuff. Everything was 50% off. So 50% off of a Criterion movie. All right. Coffee, T-Pass, Charlie card. Go. Make sure there are no bandits. You ain't getting it on my dime. There's that look in your eyes. I can feel that your feelings are driving you wild. It's about a girl who's a little too young to be in the club. You know what I mean? Stay away from that, yo. Matra sparsas tukunteya, sitnosna, sukatukata, agama paino, nitna, stam tirixasma parata. That's my mantra. And it's in Sanskrit. Hey, that's the melting pot for you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right. Let us do it. All right, it's 5:01. The first train will be here in about 13 minutes, I guess. God bless you. Here we are. It's our favorite background. Bless you. Did you have a good weekend? So yeah, I did chores. hey, I dusted, I scrubbed the toilet. I do that like every week or two, depending on how grimy it is. It's the summertime, so it gets a little stinkier once a week. So it's like it's better to do a once a week scrub. I got this like thing with it's a disposable toilet wand. It has a little like puck that you grab onto, and it's really good because it's like you don't have the traditional toilet wand, and which could be just retaining whatever it just scrubbed on it. And ew, if you don't think about your toilet wand too much, it'll gross you out. And so the way around that would be to get this Clorox disposable stick. Yeah, it's really good. And then just lemon pledge. Like I polished my coffee table. I vacuumed. I did laundry. I got like lemon light. So I like lemon fresh. That's my style. It is. I like having a clean apartment. Everything's organized in its right place. Everything's peaceful and quiet. I've got decent neighbors that I know so far. Yeah. Let me know in the comments section if you had a good weekend or not. What movies did you see this weekend? Did you see Superman? I didn't, because I don't have a date. I would love to go see Superman. Well, maybe not. I'm happy to wait for streaming and home video. And take it from there, About 10 minutes until the train gets here. This is my favorite background, the system map. And before there was all the rainbow madness of modernity, and there was just the simple 4 or 5, now 6 colors of my subway system map. I grew up here on the Red Line. As I'm quite fond of saying, I can see my childhood bedroom every time I pass by, every weekday morning. I can see my window where little Eric was, where little Sully was. When he was a little boy, he would look at these same trains going by. Fly, pigeon, fly. Fly with wings of gray to the sky. To peaks on high. Fly, pigeon, fly. I'm making this up as I'm going along. I'm inspired. Oh, boy. But yeah, I did my show. I shot some content, so I got 2 rotating weekly shows, I guess. I got The Smoking Puck, which is my old hockey column. Now I'm doing it in a video format. And I'm hopefully going to do that once a week. Look for that later today. I'm thinking about maybe having a Monday premiere for that on a weekly show. It's a little tough because it's the off season. And then I do Street Smarts for the Single Soul, which is a spin-off of this very Gratitude show. You can find those Street Smarts for the Single Soul inside the Gratitude playlist that, this show is all about. What else? Yeah, so I had a restful weekend. So I ended up getting drunk, and I bought 6 Blu-rays, 5 Blu-rays and 1 4K. 4 of those movies were David Lynch movies. I'm looking at my copious amounts of DVD, Blu-ray shelves, and I'm like, you do not have much when it comes to David Lynch, one of your favorite directors. And he just passed away very recently. And you got to do so. Now here I am, like all these Blu-rays, these Criterion Blu-rays and DVD and 4Ks are $25 each. $20 to $25 each. How could I say no? So I got a samurai movie called Harakiri. I got a Kurosawa movie that's not a samurai movie, starring Toshiro Mifune. It's called High and Low, and there's been a few, I think one or two remakes of it in English. But it's interesting because it started out as a noir, American crime detective noir novel that Kurosawa adapted as a Japanese story set in modern, like then modern Tokyo of the late 50s, early 60s. And it's about an executive who's dealing with a kidnapper. And you might remember I think it was a Mel Gibson movie called Ransom, and it's the same thing. It's the same story. But it's a Kurosawa movie, and then 4 David Lynch movies. I got Eraserhead, Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive,
The first Ranger train.
and wasn't The Straight Story. It'll come back to me later. But yeah, I was like, oh wow, now you're making up for like some David Lynch movies, and I'm grateful and blessed. I really am, because I love cinema. I love movies. It's like my thing. I don't like to go to the movies alone, but I do like watching movies. I went and saw Dune Part 2 alone in 70 millimeter. That was the only movie I saw last year. Well, it's tough to, make, all my friends are like married and they do different things. They got lives, And I'm like the only, and so it's, I don't know. I'd rather go to the movies with people, unless it's something that's so important to see that I need to go see it. Like Dune, that was in 70 millimeter. That was amazing. It really was. But that's about it. Yeah, I'm grateful and blessed for movies. Their art. I did Samurai Saturday. It's an old IFC, International Film Channel thing of on Saturdays they would show movies, samurai movies, and I got plenty. So samurai movies, and so I'll watch one on Saturday. So I watched 1980s Kagemusha, directed by Akira Kurosawa. 180 minutes. That's a 3-hour-long movie based on historical events of about 1573 to 1575, about a civil war in Japan with the shogunate and different warlords vying for power. And the result of this, of the winner and the losers, the winner unified Japan and that was when Japan closed its borders to preserve its culture. Before that, they were starting to get encroached by the Portuguese and the introduction of flintlocks, and it's a really interesting pre-industrial example of modern warfare, and about how modern style skirmish lines of flintlocks defeated the old style of samurai, of pikes, swords, and cavalry. Well, there's
Shuttle
Dutch.
buses are replacing service between Kendall and Lansing, and JF
Yeah,
AUS
again this
beginning
weekend.
at 8:30 p.m. July 17th through July 20th.
Oh,
for
great.
maintenance work.
They just did that this past weekend. The T had shuttle buses like in the middle of in the heart of the system.
The first
So
train
I mean, just like it's just
6:05.
it needs to happen. It like there needs to be repairs and service. Yeah. But my best friend Peter had a barbecue for him and his daughter's birthday. And my other best friend Aaron showed up, and he lives in Western Mass now. And I was invited, and it's so nice just to be invited and included and welcomed. And it's I couldn't get out there. Now I could have taken an Uber, which probably would have cost maybe like $60 or $70. It would probably have like a 45-minute Uber ride to get from Quincy to Lexington. I don't care if I like Alice in Chains. Put on some fucking headphones. Jesus. Oh, I love Alice in Chains. Look. Yeah, but that's about it. It's the day. It's the Monday after a service disruption, so the train is always late after a weekend service disruption. It's like clockwork. How consistent the public transportation is. Nonetheless, I am grateful and blessed for it. I really am. I'm a carefree, car-free kind of guy. I grew up in the city. I've never owned a car. I can drive a car. I have a license. God knows I just had to get my real ID so I can fly domestically. Oh, your papers. Yeah, you need a real ID to fly domestically, but you don't need proof of who you are to vote. I don't think so. I think there's something funny about that. What are you hiding? What are you trying to stuff the ballot box? Are you trying to, make voting a Big Sully is watching you. Yikes. I know, huh? He's so weird. And oh, boy. Yeah, but I missed out on Peter's barbecue. But I'm blessed and grateful to have friends. I'm blessed and grateful to be invited. I'm blessed and grateful to be included. I'm blessed and grateful to have potential plans. I could have gone. It just would have taken, I like taking the T, the subway, the transportation overall. I get a chance to read. I get a chance to, my father's dad was like this too. I think it's so weird where we get these things from. It's like when my dad would pick me up and we'd have to go to his aunt's place and bring his father and my granddad, he would be like, Tommy, don't you be driving on the expressway. You take the secondary roads. He hated riding on the expressway. He had some kind of mortal fear of it. And I kind of inherited that too, I guess. How? There's but now since I've moved, it's like things have just gotten a little bit just a little, it's a little extra to travel, but still it's worth it. And, I was a little sad over that, but not that sad because it was my choice. I could have, braved public transportation, got halfway there and taken an Uber the other half. There's always, if there's a will, there's a way, I guess. So, but, there will be another time. There will. And I'm blessed and grateful for that, too. Well, here comes the train. So, as always, mind the yellow platform line. Of course, the train is it's usually 3 minutes late. And it's taking its darn sweet time coming around the bend. It's amazing how consistent that is. It's like Monday's on the calendar. Monday's on every page of the calendar. Monday's on every page of the calendar 4 to 5 times over 12 months. You can rightfully say that Monday will come. Oh man. It's all right. Let's wrap this up. You have a wonderful Monday if that applies. Don't get a case of the Mondays. Let the Mondays get a case of you instead. And that's about it. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're a small growing channel. We got the Smoking Puck premiering later tonight. Special video game edition of my personal video games of being a lifelong hockey fan in the era of home video games. And we got tomorrow, we got Street Smarts for the Single Soul, where you see angry Sully bitching about how lonely and vulnerable he is. He just needs a hug, maybe a sandwich. And right here comes the train. All right, come on, you can do it. You can. You see the train down there? Come on, let's encourage it. I think you can. I think you can. I know you can. I know you can. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Train, train, train. Train, train, train. Oh shit! Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Well, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. Have a wonderful day. Stay grateful. The perspective leads to purpose. The purpose leads to peace. And what's that worth to you? Peace. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? This thing's like, come on, the kids have been waiting all morning for the train to show up. For our show. I know. Here we go. All right. Let's cover up that thing. So, here we are. All right. Now we can wrap up the show. Have a good one. Okay. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.